Listen, everybody needs a fairy godmother, just somebody to look out for them. Some people call me their fairy smoke mother, others their internet big sister, but you can call me Hannah, the host of Smoke Sash. So come hang out, let's light up and talk everything there is to life. The good, the bad, the ugly, the embarrassing. I've got a story for it all. Hello. Welcome back to another sexy little episode of Smoke Sash. My name is Hannah, your host, and I'm ready to get festive with you all this holiday season. I know the Christmas decorations finally went up. Oh my God. It only took me like 3 weeks after Thanksgiving to finally get to those. I don't know. Motivation was on zero, if I'm being honest. I think that is due to the Mercury retrograde we had. It really just killed everything in me. And then all of a sudden I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? There is no more time to wait. You guys, I've been on my grind recently, and not like money grind. Ew, boring. We don't want to talk about that. I'm talking interpersonal grinds, like self-motivation grind, and it has felt so good. I'm such a planner, okay? I love to plan, I love to think, I love to list, I love to dream, I love to mood board. There's only so much of that you can do, because if you only do that, you're living in a fantasy world, babe. You're living in your head, and we need to be 10 toes down in the real world, which means taking all those things you dream and putting them into reality. I have quite a hard time with that. I do, just because I do really enjoy living in my head. Like, it's so cute and cozy up there, and the world can be cold and uninviting. So it takes quite a bit of effort and quite a bit of planning for me to finally be like, okay, fine, fuck it, let's do it. And something about last week, it might have been the Gemini full moon that we had, where I was like, there's no more fucking time to live in our head. Get in the real world, bitch. Get to work. Pick up that fucking paintbrush, get to yoga class, start making your hot tea. It really was like, holy shit, I feel like I just jumped straight forward into a whole different reality where I'm like this health guru, wellness queen. And it feels so good, because I've always been like, I want to be her. And the act of being her is just stepping into it and starting to do those things. So I was like, okay, I've been wanting to paint. I've been wanting to paint so bad. You guys, I haven't picked up a paintbrush. I'm not even kidding. In 2 years. Painting is my favorite thing to do. I went to school for painting. Why the fuck have I not picked up a paintbrush in 2 years? That is a massive red flag. Okay, I don't know why anybody around me, my loved ones, were like, hey babe, mental health check-in, have you touched a paintbrush recently? Like, obviously not, and that is not a good sign. And then I feel like sometimes when you don't do something for so long, you're like, but now I'm hyping up the act in my head of not doing something for so long that it's putting more of a distance in between it and more of a distance, and I don't want to do it. And then finally you break and you're like, fuck it, I'm tired of just being miserable, like, let me start doing it. So I picked up a paintbrush and I made a painting. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot how fun this was. Holy shit. Something about winter that drives you back into yourself and is like, okay, reevaluate your goals, reevaluate what you want to do. And also, like, there's no more time to wait, babe. Like, summer's for running away from our problems. Winter is for handling that shit. So that felt extremely nice. Instead of just rotting on my phone for hours on end, I'd be like, let me put on a podcast. Let me put on some music. Let me put on a playlist. And let me dissociate with a paintbrush in my hand, because ultimately that's the best form of dissociation. It actually makes you feel like you're doing something. That also, I started going to yoga daily. What? Hello? Last winter, I kind of had a Pilates kick. You guys, if you're a real OG listener, I mean, you know that. You know I was like, Pilates. I love Pilates. I'm an LA girl, and I go to Pilates every morning with all the rich women. I was like that. It was so fun. I love the endorphins. I love working out. Like, it's undeniable what you feel after you work out. Obviously, you're going to feel good. Like, that's the whole point. People wouldn't be doing it if they didn't feel good. Well, I fell off that bandwagon because it started snowing, and my Pilates class was like practically hours away, because I live in the Midwest and nothing is ever close to you. And I don't know why I made my life harder by driving to the furthest one across the states. And then I was just like, too hard, not going to do it anymore. And then I haven't worked out literally in a year. And all of a sudden, something snapped in my brain where it's like, bitch, instead of being miserable and sitting here and thinking, shoulda, woulda, coulda, get the fuck up and go do it. ClassPass was having like a 2 weeks free situation. I was like, I'm gonna run that up for sure, because I love when a company works for me, not when I work for them. So I went to yoga. Oh my God, fantastic. And then I was like, that was great. Let me go again and again and again and again and again. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am in my full self-care spiral. And honestly, it's the spiral that comes after you kind of spiral over yourself. Mercury retrograde took me for a fucking ride. Mercury retrograde combo, Scorpio new moon, that shit fucked me up mentally, where I was like, oh, I am creating my own hell, when in reality we have the power to create whatever life we want for ourselves. We truly just have to start living it, babes. You just got to wake up and start living in it. And something snapped in my head where I was like, I'm done being miserable. I'm so tired of being miserable. I'm so tired of sitting here and being like, but I could, oh, poor me. No one likes that. That's lame. That's boring. It's tiring to your mind, to your mental. And when I get into those spirals of like, woe is me, I am so good at digging my own hole that if I don't wake up and realize, oh my God, I'm digging my own hole, and start crawling my way out of it, that hole's going to become my grave. That's probably my biggest weakness. I'm really good at digging a hole. Oh my goodness. If I feel bad, I'm like, should I make myself feel worse? It's like, girl, release yourself from the suffering. You have an option to do so. So I literally just like, I was like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I literally can't do it. I need to start indulging in things that make me feel good. I'm in an avocado toast fucking season for some reason. I'm drinking so much hot tea. I'm going to yoga almost daily. This Sunday, it was like my day off after a couple days of like really busy work. And I was like, I'm going to treat myself to what? Not to rotting in bed all day. No, I'm going to book myself a sauna appointment, a red light therapy sauna appointment. And I'm going to go sweat it out in the sauna with my paperback book, which was a massive mistake because then it started falling apart in my lap. But honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep reading anyways. It is what it is. It was so incredibly nice. That, and then I came home and I made myself homemade pho. Who is she? Who is she? I don't know, but I'm really enjoying her presence right now. And I realized, damn, she really has been inside of me all this time. I just needed to start doing it. And the thing is it easy to start doing it? No, it's not. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, yeah, it's so easy to just do all of these 18,000 healthy things in one day. No, babe. No, it's not. It actually felt like pulling teeth to get to my yoga class. It's like, oh, I do want to rot on my phone in bed all day. I literally just found myself in a place where I was like, I cannot keep living this way. Babe, the man in the mirror is screaming and shaking that mirror, and she wants out. She wants out. And like, how dare I succumb myself to a life that's not grand and amazing and wonderful every single day? Like, I fear that is up to us to create. And me sitting and rotting is truly just not the life that I can be living. It's the life I could be living, but it's not the life I should be living. So bitch, get up, take advantage of any sort of slight inkling of motivation you have and ride that shit out. Because the thing is also, once you start with something easy. That's my pro tip. If you're like, oh bitch, I need to change my life. Like, what do I do? Start with something easy, because then it gets that motivation and the energy and the ball rolling. Okay. Once you do one thing and you realize, oh wow, positive reinforcement, it gives you the energy and just like the motivation to go out there and try something else, and then to do this, and then to do that, and then to maybe try something new, and then to maybe go here. And then all of a sudden you're like way at the top and you're like, oh my God, wow, I really just ran all the way up this fucking mountain. Like, that's amazing. That's incredible. And I'm getting there, and truly it feels good. It feels good. Something is snapping in my brain. Maybe it's the upcoming Saturn return I have. Ooh, spooky. Or just my brain fully forming, where I'm like, we cannot be victim to our minds and to our laziness anymore. The hard life is the good life. That's a big lesson I've been learning recently. Easy life, not good life. Hard life makes life good life, which makes life easy life. Are you following me? I'm putting it into caveman terms just to kind of make things clearer here. I used to think, oh, easy way out, that's the route I should go. Easy, duh, hello, why would I not go the easy way out? Like the sign's pointing that direction, of course I want to go that way. Things with like making hard decisions. Oh, I have to break up with this person. Like, oh fuck, I don't wanna, this is easy, I know I'm miserable, but whatever, I'm just gonna stay here. Or, oh my god, I'm engaging in this really negative self behavior, but it's easy and it's what I know, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Or even the opposite way, where it's like, oh, I'm facing something hard. Like I'm going to college. Oh my God, it's hard for the first time in my life. I don't want to do it. I'm dropping out. Or just anything in that realm. The easy life does not always mean the good life. It means maybe you're settling for something you don't deserve, or settling for a life that is just like not up to par with what you could be living. Truly challenging yourself to hard things and challenging yourself to those hard decisions will ultimately make your life good, because you're putting yourself immediately in the place that you want to be. And that in turn will make your life easy, and easy in a good way. We don't want to be like, oh, our life is easy and it's a little boring because I don't do anything and I don't make any hard decisions and I don't put myself out there and I don't challenge myself. Yeah, that's an easy life, but goddamn, is that really living? No, we want to go, actually, I did that hard thing. I challenged myself. I really, made sure I was picking myself in that moment. I put myself out there. And you know what? It was hard. It was challenging, but I overcame that emotion and I came out on top. And the easy life from that outcome is way higher and way more beautiful than the easy life out of lack of decision, lack of direction, lack of choosing yourself. So, bitch, that's where I'm trying to get. Truly. I'm like, there's no more time. I'm about to turn 30 and I know 30 is going to be amazing, but there's something about the last couple years of your 20s that is the biggest challenge of your life, where it's like, oh yeah, let's face those things. Let's face those things, because we don't want to carry them into 30. 30 is going to be amazing and I'm going to be big chillin'. Okay, I'm going to come out on top and get to live the real easy life. But unfortunately, that means making some hard decisions, putting myself first, making that hard choice, challenging myself, going out of my way, putting myself out there. It is what it is. It is what it is. I could live it easy life and make none of those decisions, but god damn, how boring and miserable is that? I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta learn this lesson now before I face it for the rest of my life, but it's been good. I'm like, oh damn, they were right. Doing good things for yourself actually does make you feel good. When my therapist is like, have you worked out recently? And I'm like, I'm gonna strangle you. It's like, no, she's right about that. No. Queen was right. It does make you feel good. Engaging in community activities does make you feel good. Switching up your daily routine a little bit does make you feel good. Exercising, practicing your hobbies, putting yourself first, taking care of your mind, body, soul, spirit. Wow, it does make you feel good. They weren't lying to you. Unfortunately. But that's my little life lesson I've been learning recently. Honestly, been a great one to learn, because I'm like, oh yeah, I can do all these things. Life can be good. I just need to get the fuck up. Because seasonal depression hit me hard. It hit me hard. It felt like I got hit with a rock over my head. I felt like I was walking down the street, sunshine, lollipops in. Oh my god, a giant boulder just smacked me over the fucking head. Have you seen that video on TikTok or just wherever you may be scrolling, where it's that man standing under the carnival ride and it just swings around and smacks him in the head, and you're like, how is that man still standing? Oh my god, I just heard his brain rattle in his skull. How did his brain not get smashed open? That's what seasonal depression made me feel like, honestly. Oh my god. Last year, I felt like I was pretty good. It didn't really affect me. Year before that, it didn't affect me at all. So I was like, oh, we're good. No, like, seasonal depression, don't know her. Oh my god, this year, girls, I felt like a vampire, and not like a cute little vampire, like the one hiding in the corner waiting to eat your soul. Like, not the good kind, not the cute, sexy, sparkling Edward Cullen vibes, like, oh, ancient creature type of vampire. Not good. Real bad. I was like, oh, no motivation. I literally thought, I was like, I might need to check myself into something. Girls, that's how low I was. I was like, no, I don't know what's going on up there, but it ain't good. It ain't good, and I might need some professional help. Like, genuinely, I'm going to admit that to you guys, because what do I say all the time? Healing is never linear. There are ups, there are downs. Getting help is always amazing and fantastic. But I decided before I do that, which, I mean, please, if you need it, go do it. Best choice of my life. Like, why don't I try helping myself first? Let me open my coffin real quick. Like, my arms still work. Let me try and swing that door open real quick and just take a peek outside. A peek outside of my dark, dim, damp coffin surrounded by bones. I'm like, coping mechanisms. Okay, fine. Let me try them. Unfortunately, actually, fortunately, they're right. They do work. Life does get better if you start implementing the things that you do enjoy. It's true. And the things that work for me might not work for you. We're all so individual and complex, and we all have different interests. And I never want to shit on your interests. Anything that you're interested in, it could be the weirdest fucking thing ever. Like, I don't care. I'm not here to judge. If it makes you happy, if it gets you out of the house, if it gets you motivated, if it gets you off your phone, if it gets you out of your head, it's good. You should indulge in it, especially now more than ever when we are maybe in our deepest, darkest seasonal depression. You gotta release yourself from the shackles, okay? You gotta start indulging in hobbies and community events and getting outside. And I felt like I was doing good because I was into horseback riding for a while. But now that it's winter time, hello, and it's snowing and it's like below 30, it's like, we're not getting those horses out. Lessons are canceled. And I'm like, oh fuck, this is all I have to live for. What do you mean? What do you mean it's canceled? Girl, I've been living for this all week. What are we talking about here? And it's like canceled that week, canceled the week after, canceled the week after. Now it's a holiday. Now it's canceled again. And it's like, I can't blame them. I'm truly not upset at them. Duh. Like, please do what is best. I'm more upset, like, oh shit, I have nothing to look forward to. And that made me kind of dig myself a little deeper, where I was like, oh, I've been waiting around for all this, and now I don't get to do it. I don't get to do it. What do I have to do? What do I do? And it did luckily push me into some routes that were healthy, got me to pick up the paintbrush again, got me to go to yoga, got me to work out, got me to start cooking some new recipes, got me to clean my house. I donated like 18 bags, another 18 bags of clothes. I'm like deep cleaning my house. It feels good. It feels good to put me first. It feels good to do hard things. And I'm just going to keep that ball rolling. And hopefully this can provide a little bit of inspiration to you all. If there's anything that you desire, if there's this dream person, okay, here's your challenge. If you're like, I don't even know what to do, bitch. Like, what? I truly have no idea what to do. Here's your challenge. Imagine yourself as the most idealized version of you. Who is she? Who are they? What are they doing? What are their hobbies? You know, what are they brave enough to get out there and accomplish that maybe you don't feel brave enough to do? And then not only do you have to step into them by doing those things, doing those hobbies, trying that thing, saying yes, saying no, whatever those goals may be, whatever that lifestyle may be, whatever the daily routine looks like, you do have to physically step into that. And that starts with one step at a time. Start with something easy, gets the motivation going, produces energy. You can use that energy to kind of reinvest in yourself, try something a little bit harder, okay? But Bashar talks a lot about how manifestation is not just simply stepping into the idealized version of yourself or that idealized manifestation that you're trying to get to. It's stepping past it, okay? Stepping into the energy of how you feel once you've accomplished all those things, once the high has settled down, once the big event has paid off, what you are left with, what that emotion is, you know, the calmness, the appreciation, the understanding. You have to step past that manifestation, into that energy you're trying to draw forth, and into the calmness of completion in order to truly manifest. You have to do that now, okay? Even if you're like, oh, I haven't accomplished something, I didn't deserve it. Yes, you do. You have to enter that energy now, that peaceful, that calmness energy, in order to kind of get to that manifestation and to fully manifest what you're trying to get to. And that's truly what I did. I was like, I'm not just going to like start doing crazy things. I'm kind of going to enter this peaceful Zen meditation mindset of like how I would feel if I was doing all of these things, and who she would feel like, and what she would, how she would look at herself and how she would look at the world. I'm going to kind of force myself into that mindset, and bam, it made doing all of those big, hard, daunting tasks that I've been putting off for so long so much easier, because I'm like, no, I know how I'm going to feel. I feel like how I do now, and it's probably going to be even better than that. So let me go and just step right into that moment in time. Let me go and just step right into that activity. Let me put myself out there. Let me choose that hard thing. And the payoff is so worth it. It really is the best way to bring yourself directly into that idealized timeline that you're trying to get to. All right, now enough about me. I know you guys are like, please get to our questions, please, I'm begging you. I hear you. Let's get into them, because I have a bunch I need to answer. I asked you guys to send me like crazy, silly, wild, just like whatever you had on your mind kind of questions today. So we got through the deep, dark, scary, introspective version early. Let's get a little silly. I'm about 4 espresso shots deep, so best believe I am ready for that. We can start easy. Someone asked how to wake up and get motivated when it's cold as fuck and you are depressed. Okay, so as soon as you get up, do not open that phone. Do not open that phone in bed. That's a big habit of mine that actually I broke, and it has made my life so much easier. Now, I am a phone girl. The phone pretty much stays in my hand. I'm trying to also break that through just hobbies and activities, but also I'm like, I need something to be playing in the background. So what's really helped me in the morning from grabbing my phone immediately is I will wake up and maybe turn on a podcast and just have that playing while I get ready, almost like morning radio. Ooh, you know what? Bring back radio. Actually, this podcast gives radio, okay? So maybe you turn on an episode of Smoke Sesh and then you get out of bed, okay? It'll help you feel like, okay, I'm indulging a little bit, while also I have something to listen to while I do the hard stuff. That, or a really good playlist. You know what? My first ever boyfriend, shout out to him. He was really into the radio, probably because he was broke. And I reminisce on these days. I do. It was like young Hannah needed to live through that, and it's not glamorous at all, but I do look back and I'm like, oh, it was cute. It was precious. He would have the radio on 24/7 in his little trailer. I'm telling you, and yes, trailer by the river. I'm not even kidding. Okay, trailer park. Yeah, I was 18, whatever. He would have the radio on all the time, and it was actually amazing. He had it on like an oldies station, like an oldies rock station. So, I'd always go over there and it'd be like, ooh, I know this song, like, setting the vibe, cute little radio. Like, I love this song. It'd be like I'm waking up in the middle of the night and it's like, the music's playing softly in the background. Or we're waking up in the morning and the music's just like still on and playing. There's something so nice and just enjoyable, music, about waking up to it and just having that as a motivational tool. So to help you get out of bed and to help you stay off the phone, turn something to listen to on, put the phone down, and then get up. Now, when it's cold, I don't like getting out of my cozy bed unless I have something cozy to get into. A good pair of slippers, a good fuzzy robe, or simply put, just like a hoodie and sweatpants to throw on, and I need those sitting right next to my bed. I need to practically be able to put them on under the covers, or else I'm gonna really put off waking up. It is what it is. It really is. Be proactive to make your life easier. Now in the morning, I've been only drinking hot drinks. I've been really into tea recently. I don't know what snapped in my brain. Actually, I got sick, and then I discovered this tea lady. Oh my god, this tea lady has saved my life. I would randomly run into her at farmers markets, and she makes her own and like grows her own herbs and does like herbal classes and tea making classes. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll try it, because I really liked her bar soap. She makes shea butter bar soap. And I bought her like immune boost tea. It has like 18 fucking different herbs and spices and whatever the fuck in it. I made that. It actually healed me in a day. And then I stopped drinking it, and then I got sick again. So I've been making a lot of that, a lot of hot tea, a lot of hot coffee. Any warm drink that you can is fantastic in the morning. And I don't sit down and scroll until I have woken up, put my clothes on, brushed my teeth, got my cat food, made myself coffee, and then after I do that whole routine, then I sit down with the phone. Okay? Stay diligent. Do the hard things to make your life easier, and it will just make your life a little comfy, cozier, and more enjoyable to get out of bed even when you are depressed. Curate a vibe, bitch. Okay? Congratulations. Your life is the art gallery, and you are the gallery manager. Curate a vibe. How to tell your needs during sex. Kind of embarrassed. Anyways, love you, weed queen. Okay, communication is so important during sex, you know? I feel like we are in an age of like too much communication in places that things don't need to be communicated. Like, I don't need to know how everybody's feeling at any point in time. It's okay to keep that to yourself sometimes. But it is important to communicate during like hard times. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, especially when it's the most difficult time to communicate, that's when you should be communicating more than ever. You know what I mean? And that includes sex. I feel like we have, in this day and age of situationships, which I call self-harm ships, we have a lack of communication in an aspect of our life where there should be a diligent amount of communication, and that is sex and love and relationships. We live in a very voidant society right now, at least in America. I don't know if it's different in the dating pools in other countries. Oh my God, you guys, I forgot to say thank you so much for Spotify Wrapped came out. What the fuck? So many people listen to this. Like, I knew it was a lot, but I didn't realize how much. And that's not even including YouTube and Apple Music. Love you, girlies down. But so many different people listen to this podcast. So many different countries. So many minutes. There was like 15 million minutes of this podcast listened to. Oh my God, thank you guys so much. But I didn't realize there were like Norway girlies listening. Hey. Or like, I knew my Australian baddies listen, but like there were so many different countries that I saw on the Spotify Wrap that I was like, oh, hey, hello. Happy to have you. But I don't know if the dating pool is different in different countries right now. I do know in America, from what I view, obviously I'm not dating right now, but it's very avoidant. Does he like me? Does he not? I gotta wait 9 hours to text back. I can't read that text too fast. I can't make myself look like I'm too needy for him, or this or that. And then there's rules. There's a 3-month rule. There's this rule. If he tries to kiss me on the first date, it's not good. I can't have sex for the first 3 days. Oh my God. How non-romantic is that? How non-romantic? It's becoming almost this like weird science, and that takes all the fun and enjoyment out of goddamn love. It does. It does. And the girls who are dating right now, props to you. You are braver than any of our soldiers. And I say that as a joke. Please don't fucking come for me. Everything I say here is a joke, please. Oh my God. But like, they're really putting you through it for real. Like, you are crawling through the mud under barbed wire, and I'm so sorry, but we need to escape. We got to escape. And it starts with us being like, no, I am going to be myself and communicate and fall in love. And if that scares them off, they're a freak of nature. They can go ahead and leave. Like, high key. If you're like, wow, I really enjoyed our date last night. I would love to hook up with you because you made me feel safe and, you know, enjoyed. And I really enjoyed our time and our conversation and this and that. And I would love to see you again. If you say that to somebody and they go, wow, I'm going to ghost you now, they are a psychopath and you have dodged a fucking bullet, okay? Especially during sex, okay? Relationships are one thing, but sex is another. I feel like, especially with the porn brain of it all, in America, we don't have sex education. They say, hey, here's what a condom is. Let me show you photos of STDs eating people's penises away. And then we're just going to tell you not to have sex. And also, that's it. Congratulations. Like, holy shit, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Like, now I'm terrified and I don't know how my vagina works. And that is just not how things should be. So I feel like most people, everybody eventually discovers porn and they're like, oh, wow, this is what sex is. Let me start watching more because I'm curious. And like, porn is not the thing to be watching as sex education. There's no communication in the video. Behind the scenes, I mean, I have friends who are adult actors, actresses, whatever it is, and there's a lot of communication behind the scenes. Necessary STD testing, communications of boundaries, communications of kinks, communications of what is a yes, what is a no, how they feel about certain things, how they're feeling that day. Like, important communication is going on behind the scenes to make sure those actors are safe. We don't see that during porn, obviously. So us, the general viewer who has no knowledge is like, oh, duh, people just don't talk during sex. And it's like, no, that's not how it works at all. In fact, if you're not talking or moaning during sex, I think something's drastically wrong. I do. We need to be communicating and it shouldn't be embarrassing. Sex it sometimes feels taboo and thus it feels a little bit embarrassing, but knowing the type of sex you could have by communicating should make it less embarrassing. If you know, if I have this hard conversation, once again, doing hard things to make your life ultimately the best and easier in an aspect. If you know, if I tell him that he just needs to like rub my clit a certain way and choke me out. No, I'm kidding. But like, if you tell him the ultimate combo to make you come, like, oh, it's a little embarrassing to say out loud, but the type of sex you'll be having after that, yeah, it's worth the hard conversation. So don't be embarrassed. You know, we shouldn't be embarrassed about sex. Like I said, it's taboo, so it feels a little awkward to talk about. But ultimately, through communication, you could be having the best goddamn sex in the world. Now, you got to have sex to figure out what you like, what you don't like. It is what it is. Through, physical experience, you're going to be able to understand, ooh, don't like it there. Oh, do like it there. That was surprising. Oh my God, never tried that before. Wow, didn't think I'd like that. Oh, okay, I do like this. Through experience, you're going to start discovering more. And then once you discover it, it's important to tell your partners these things. There's no reason you as a woman should not be coming. Please, I'm begging you. You need to communicate. If you need to tell that man to get on his knees and eat your pussy, like sometimes that's just what it is. Sometimes that's how it has to go. But like, I'm begging you, communicate a little bit so you can have positive sexual interactions. And communicate means like yes and no. If you don't enjoy something, speak up, step away if you have to. It's very important to stand up for yourself in the real world, in any sort of situation, but especially during sex. Now, I think there is a very specific way we should communicate about sex. Over dinner, a little hard to talk about. I don't know. You get me 2 glasses of white wine deep, I'm talking about blowjobs at the dinner table, and your 70-year-old grandma sitting next to me is side-eyeing me hard. And I don't give a fuck, honestly. After 2 glasses of wine, there's not a lot I care about. But, like, time and place, that's not the time nor the place. Time and place is in the bedroom, not during the sexual act. It can be hard to speak up, but when is the perfect time? Foreplay. And you're like, oh, we don't do foreplay, huh? Then you got to slow it down a little bit. Okay, I know your pussy's dry. He can't be just shoving it in there. Like, you need some time to warm up, girl. When you're having that hot, steamy makeout sesh, that's when you lean down and you whisper in his ear what you want him to do to you, or her, or they, or them, or multiple partners, whatever it is. That's when you're like, I would love it if you A, B, C, D, E, F, G, multiple comboed this shit, because I'm going to come in 30 seconds. And it doesn't have to happen then. It doesn't have to happen, directly after that conversation. But you'd be surprised how quick it will happen when you're like, no, this is what turns me on. This is what feels good. And if you're a man listening to this, okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right here, right now. I actually got a question a couple weeks ago that was like, how to eat pussy. And I'm going to give you the tip. Are you ready? Are you ready for you to know how to eat pussy? Are you ready for the keys to the fucking castle? This is how you do it. You ask her what she likes. You do. Because not all pussies are built the same. Not everybody enjoys the same thing. Blowjobs, very straightforward. I'm going to be honest. They're very straightforward. Like literally straight. Sometimes curved. But like there's a certain combo you can usually hit on all penises and it's going to work. You know, pussies are not the same. Oh my goodness. Okay. Some women like this. Some don't. Some like it a little rougher. Some like it more soft. Like you have to ask. And it doesn't have to be like, can you please draw a diagram of your pussy and tell me how to eat it? Because I understand that's not the sexiest thing ever. But you get down there, you know, you sniff around, you do your little thing, you give it a couple kisses, you give it a couple licks, and then you're like, does this feel good? What do you enjoy? I want to please you. Tell me how to do it. Like, show me. I just want to make sure you feel the best you've ever felt. Yeah, everybody's dripping right now. Like, it is that simple. I'm not even kidding. Communication is so important, especially in the times where it feels a little bit awkward. Actually, most importantly, in the times when it feels a little bit awkward. And with a little bit of communication, you will be coming nonstop. I'll tell you that. How do you differentiate spirituality and spiritual psychosis/delusion? P.S. Illy. Well, you know what? I love you too. So here's the thing. Here's how I differentiate, because I'm a very spiritual individual. Through spirituality, it is a almost like a straight line, maybe a curved line, a line nonetheless. Okay, you're moving forward. All right, you learn something, it kind of gives you a little bit of energy, it pushes you forward. You learn something else, gives you a bit of energy, pushes you forward. That's kind of how I view spirituality. It is the emphasis of moving forward. Spiritual psychosis is a spiral, and not a good spiral, not a spiral going out, a spiral going in, okay? It's a hyperfixation. It's not giving you energy to move forward. It's giving you energy that's going to kind of like withdraw you inward, to make you think too much, to move you behind. That's how I view spiritual psychosis. It's more of a like graph understanding than it is like detailed oriented. I personally have never been in spiritual psychosis, but I have been around people who have been in spiritual psychosis. And it is very much so turning inward, learn new thing, turning inward until you're kind of like I said, digging a hole too deep where it's like, oh babe, we gotta crawl out of there. Regular spirituality should be a like moving forward motion. Oh, I pulled this tarot card. I feel this way. Okay, let me go on about my day. Okay, now I do this thing. Makes me feel this way. Okay, gives me a bit of energy. Now I go on about my day. Oh, this little spell that I want to do, you know, makes me feel good. Whatever it may be, manifesting, mood board. Okay, now it gives me a bit of energy. Now I move forward. It's never moving inwards or backwards. Ooh, biggest turn-ons and turn-offs, non-sexual, in a partner. I like this question. I love it, actually. Turn-ons can read my mind. And I understand you're like, we're not mind readers, we can't do that. No, but you know the person. You know the person around you. You know what they like. You know what they don't like. Okay, act accordingly. Oh, is your girlfriend sick? Maybe you'll get her some medicine and, you know, maybe get her a nice big bowl of pho. Speaking of, I made homemade pho. It's so easy. The recipe's on my Instagram now. Go make it. Oh my God, I'm about to eat it for the next 5 days. It's fantastic. Okay, it's like, you know your partner. Oh, I don't know. I hate this excuse that sometimes people give of like, I don't know what my partner wants for Christmas. Oh my God, are you stupid? Like, you spend so much time with them. How are you not able to know who they are and act accordingly? Okay. That is a massive turn on when people are like, no, I know you, I see you. And even if it's just the little things, like one time, it was like after my birthday and my coworker brought me a pink Red Bull. And I was like, oh, she gets me. She knows me. And it wasn't $1 million goddamn dollars. It was, hey, I want to show you a little love and appreciation. And I know you're a fiend over those goddamn pink Red Bulls. So here you are, cutie. It's already chilled. Don't worry. Oh, like that. Or knowing me so much, like my best friend, who was able to plan a full 21st birthday scavenger hunt for me, where each place we went to was a place that traumatized me in my teen years, and I had to take a shot there. It's like, it could be silly fun like that, but just knowing your partner and knowing who they are and just knowing me, massive turn on. Massive. I also love a surprise. As somebody who is 18 steps ahead always, if you're able to surprise me, it's like, oh wow, oh my god, that's amazing. Like, oh my goodness, wow, you were able to do that. Wow, you were able to outplay chess with me, because I am the mental chess queen. You know, if someone can plan ahead and surprise me, it is the cutest little thing. And like I said, it doesn't have to be big, okay? It can be small, whatever. A nice little surprise here and there is fantastic. Another turn on for me personally, I love being spoiled, okay? Yes, buy me that bag. Yeah. I'm in a place in my life where it's like, you should buy me that bag. Like, not everybody is like this, but like, I do like to be spoiled. I am a spoiled little brat, and I should be that way. Communication, massive turn on. Tell me how you're feeling. Don't just like shut me out. Don't go like stonewalling me. Don't go cold feet on me. Don't just like go quiet. That's annoying. I feel like I'm dealing with a toddler. Like, tell me how you're feeling, good, bad, ugly. Like, I'd rather just hear it and be able to like understand you and communicate than be like, what the fuck is going on right now? You know, communication, very big turn on. Another turn on that's non-sexual, somebody who can dress. Someone who can dress good. And it doesn't have to be like, oh, they are fitting all the latest trends. No, somebody who is able to fully articulate who they are through clothing. It doesn't have to be an expensive outfit. It doesn't have to be, you know, a societally accepted outfit. When I'm able to see somebody who has that shit on, okay, massive turn on. You know what else is a massive turn on in that realm? Somebody who takes care of themselves. You as a man or woman can easily, like, if you're thinking of yourself at a scale, and you shouldn't do this, but like, you know, if it's like, what am I out of 10? It's like, whatever you think you are, you can up yourself 3 points by having a good haircut, taking care of yourself. I don't care if you have acne. It doesn't matter, whatever. Like, I don't care about a blemish, but simply like understanding who you are and being like a little bit polished, taking care of yourself, indulging in self-care. You can tell when someone's glowing from the inside, and it is attractive. Last turn on, positivity, calmness, kindness. Underrated emotions. I like somebody who, it's like, in the chaos is able to be like, it's okay, we're gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna go ahead and pause real quick, and we're gonna just like figure out the what we need to do here. We're gonna stay calm, cool, collected, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna figure it out. I love that. Oh, a stranger is coming by, oh, you just casually hold the door for them. Fantastic. Complimenting somebody on their outfit even though you don't know them. Oh my god, kindness, that's so hot. Like, very underrated, very attractive. Now let's get into the turn offs. Being a mean, ugly bitch. There's something about having a nasty ass attitude that ultimately makes you ugly. You can be the hottest bitch in the world. If you have a Karen attitude, if you side eye every person that walks past you, if you don't hold that door, if you're an asshole, if you have a overall negative understanding of the world around you and you treat everybody else as lower than you, you are ugly. My pussy is dry. Like, it is what it is. I hate that. It's just like, and I understand sometimes people get jaded, you know, Negative things happen. It's okay to have that emotion. I don't think that emotion in general is bad. It's okay to like go through the cycle of life and you be like, God damn, that shit sucked, or like be angry. That's fine. But when that is your main emotion and like that's how you express yourself to the world, it's like, I don't really want to deal with that. I don't really want to be around you, honestly. Another turn off for me personally is like lack of drive in life. I need you to like have plans. I need you to want things. I need you to like be excited about life. I don't care if it seems like a million miles away. I want you to be like, yeah, actually I do want to go to Turkey for some reason. And I know I'm going to get there in like 5 years, but like I have this random inkling that I want to go to this random country. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I love that. You have drive. Or it's like, I know I'm supposed to be living in this state and I'll be moving there eventually. It's like, okay, period. Or it's like, I will be a CEO. It's like, okay, sure. Like, as long as you have some sort of drive or passion, like, hot. But if you don't, if you're like, I don't know, I'm just gonna do nothing, I guess. And yeah, I'm like, oh, can we dream a little bit? And I understand, I've been there. I go through phases where it's like, girl, I'm just focused on living. I'm focused on waking up tomorrow. Like, that's all I can focus on. That's fantastic. That's fine. Like, I understand there's phases of life. But like, I need someone in my life, and like a turn on is like someone who's daring to dream, daring to live big, has plans for themselves, has goals for themselves. That's hot. If you don't, I'm like, okay, well, I can't stay in this hole forever. Okay. And I'm going to be doing these big goddamn things. You better keep up. What else is a turn off? Not taking care of yourself or your world around you. Like being lazy or messy, and not having any drive to like clean up after yourself or take care of yourself, or like lack of consideration for your items. Once I got a new car and I stopped treating my cars as like pieces of shit, I was like, oh no, it's actually important to like take care of the things around you. If you're spending that much money on it, like you should be taking care of the things around you. One time Kris Jenner said like, messy car, messy life, and I really took that to heart. She's so right. Every single negative experience I've had in this life, not every single one, but a massive amount, has been in a messy car. And it's like, oh, they're so right. Messy car, messy life. I just went and got a car wash last week, or no, this weekend. And honestly, it's like, clean car, feeling good, vacuumed my carpet, whatever it is. Like, I'm just taking care of myself and my world around me because I spent goddamn money on this. Let's take care of it. It feels good. Random small turnoffs. I don't like burping. I don't like farting. I'm not that person you can just like fart in front of and I'm like, ha 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 ha. I mean, if it's like a silly situation, I can giggle, I can laugh, but it's like, if you're like man farting around me, I'm pissed. Why does the air smell like poop now? Like, I'm pissed off, honestly. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I feel like I don't have a lot of turn offs. It's just a lot of turn ons. Like, be a good person, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you. Oh, another turn off. If you don't have a good relationship with your family, but your family is normal. Do you know what I mean? I understand if you have a bad relationship with your family and they're just like evil. It's like, yeah, girl, I wouldn't talk to them either. I get that. But if if they're like, oh, my family is horrible and awful and I just hate them and blah, blah, blah. But then you meet them and you're like, oh my God, actually, I think you're the crazy one because these are the nicest people ever, you know? I knew this girl in middle school who was like this, who was like, my mom is evil and this and that. And it's like, no, babe, she's just telling you to clean your room and you despise her for it for some reason. Like, she's the sweetest, kindest person I've ever met in my entire life. Like, that kind of bratty attitude, hate that shit. Like, be appreciative, especially if you have a good family, because goddamn, that's rare, you know? And yeah, that's about it. Just be kind, grateful, compassionate in yourself. And yeah, I'm gonna be very turned on. I'm having trouble in college. I'm gonna fail 2 classes. Maybe. What do I do? Lock in. Okay, put the phone down. Email your professor. Hey, I'm struggling. Is there anything I can do? Do you have any tips and tricks for people who have been struggling in the past? Show up to those office hours. Show up to those studying sessions. Sit in the front of the class. Okay, it'll keep you on track. Go to class if you're not going to class. And then email your academic advisor. Talk to your academic advisor. Talk to your financial advisor if you're going to lose that scholarship. Email everybody. They have that job for a reason. Lock in, put the phone down, study your heart out. Yeah, you're gonna have to suffer a little bit in order to get yourself together, but it's gonna be so worth it. Like I said, the hard decision, not always the easiest, but it is the best. The easy decision is, well, I'm just gonna fail these and drop out. Okay, and then what? These past few months of your life have been worth nothing then. Like, lock in, get it together, email everybody. You have a team behind you who's there to quite literally make sure you succeed so you can keep paying the school money. Yeah, think about it that way. Not what you can do for them, what can they do for you? Because they will do those things for you. They will. They want you to spend that $20, $30, $40, $60,000 a year on tuition. They don't want to lose that money. I'm telling you that right now. Give me some bush trim recommendations, girly. I don't know, but there's sometimes a fun moment where I'm like, I'm going to shave it into a heart. And the best way to get it into like a really good, because I mean, like I keep my bush small and tight. Like she's not overgrown or like anything crazy. But if I want to get it like a fun shape, the eyebrow razors, use those. Be careful, please, for the love of God. But use those. Always go with the grain, not against it. Okay. And then have you seen the like glitter decals like the 2000s used to do? You could go get like your bush wax and they give you like a glitter decal. Oh my God, I've been thinking about those a lot lately. I don't know what it is. I'm like, glitter bush could be crazy. Dyed bush could be wild. But when it comes to shaving down there with the grain, if you have shaving cream, do that. If not, get one of those razors that has the thick ass like moisturizer bar on the top. Use probably like 2 razors if you need. Don't be afraid to fly through those things. My legs, it's like I can use one and kind of just like really dig in there. But like with my bush, girl, we got to be gentle. We've got to be careful. We got to go with the grain. And I don't do it often, if I'm being honest. Like maybe twice a week just to make sure things are trimmed up down there. But if I do it often, I find myself getting more ingrown hairs. And I can't deal with the ingrown hair on the puss. Like there's nothing worse, honestly. I'd rather have an ingrown hair anywhere else than the puss. I wrecked my car the other day. What do you think car crashes symbolize? For me, personally, car crashes have always symbolized the universe being like, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. What are you doing right now? And I've been in quite a few car crashes. Unfortunately, none of them have been my fault. It's not like I'm like texting and driving, la, 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 and I slammed into the back of someone's car. That's not what they are. First car crash ever. I wasn't even driving. I was in the front seat and we hit a deer on the highway and it practically came through the front windshield into my lap, cut up my fucking legs. It was a mess. Me, my brother, and my sister-in-law were going to our lake house and it's like, goddamn, this just ruined the vibe for the weekend. What the fuck? And it traumatized me big time. It did. It traumatized me big time. But it was kind of like a, oh, wake up, look around you moment, you know? And then next one was minor, but it did knock out a headlight, another deer. Can you tell I live in the Midwest? I was driving home late from my 2-year-old gig when I was like a 2-year-old teacher from daycare. And I remember I was like super depressed and like way too in my thoughts. And then I just like clipped a deer and I was like, okay, maybe I don't need to be in that headspace and I do need to be focusing on what's actually in front of me. Like literally, it was a literal like understanding of like, get out of your head, get into what's in front of you, focused on that. And then probably the biggest wake up call in my entire life was when I was in my toxic relationships, mega toxic, real bad, not good. I was driving home at 3 a.m. crying after consoling my fucked up ex at that point in time because I'm a mother apparently, whatever. And I was sobbing in my car listening to Melanie Martinez. I remember that very clearly. And you guys have heard this story. I hit a police car. I was going like 75 miles an hour. They were parked with their lights off around a really sharp bend in the highway where there was a hill you couldn't see around it. And there were cows. It was a whole ordeal, but it was like, oh my God, I just went through this traumatic event. I have a fucked up brain. My ankle's fucked up. I'm on like, the ambulance is like, you probably should go to the hospital. I'm like, that's going to cost money. No, thank you. Begging the tow truck to like, please just like, don't charge me now. Like, please tell me you are real and you're not going to charge me a shit ton of money. Like, I'm begging you. The police officer's like, bitch, you fucked up my car. And I'm like, bitch, you almost killed me. Like literally he unbuckled me and was like, you should be dead right now. Yeah, That kind of car crash, I was like, oh, I need to change a lot of things about my life right now. And I remember I went to a funeral with my ex. Oh, that's why I was consoling him. His grandpa died. I'm sorry. That's traumatic. I'll console you. But I was at the funeral and I was like, my whole leg was like black from my car accident. And I'd hit my nose on my steering wheel so hard that like I had a little bit of a black eye, a little bruise. I was banged and beaten. I looked like a beaten woman, okay? And his dad and him were laughing the whole time about like, isn't that crazy? Can you believe? Like it's so funny the predicament she was in. And I was like, I almost died. And any hardship I go through, this motherfucker's gonna sit here and laugh at me. All my feelings died that day. It did. All my feelings died that day, and I got the fuck out of there. I left him, and literally the thing about a breakup with a toxic person or anybody in general is your life immediately goes whoop up. Immediately goes up. Literally was the universe like, please leave this man right now. So for me personally, car crashes are a whether it's your fault or someone else's fault. Talk about spiritual psychosis, but I feel like the spiritual meaning behind it is the universe being like, you need to change something now. Something drastic needs to change. Like, you obviously are not paying attention to the world around you. You need to pay attention. You need to get out of your head. You need to change something up. You need to stop going to that man's house. You need to get off your fucking phone. Whatever it is, it's the universe telling you to switch something up now. So in order to avoid any more car accidents going into the future, I am trying to take accountability for my life. How do I shake ass? I look like an idiot at the club. Not all people are ass shakers. I'm gonna be honest. There, and it doesn't have anything to do with how you're built. It has everything to do with just who you are and how you express yourself. You know, I've seen girls with massive asses throw that shit back, and it's like, duh. I've seen girls with the smallest asses you've ever seen throw that shit like no other, and it's like, how are you doing that? I've also seen women with massive asses not know how to, and vice versa. The thing is, some women are not meant to like throw ass like that. It is what it is. I'm one of those women. I can occasionally. I'm not going to be able to do it for long, but I'm more of a sensual, seductive, like more like a snake kind of dancer. You know, I'm moving my hips to the beat, but I'm not shaking them up and down. I just am not that girl. So if you're not that girl, that's okay. This is how you figure out your rhythm. This is how you figure out your dance style. Go to a safe space, close your windows, whatever it is, put your headphones on, turn on your favorite playlist. I put my headphones on. Girl, that song's been blasting on my playlist all year. Shout out Miss Addison Rae. Okay, put your headphones on. Okay, feel the music, get out of your head, get into your body, start dancing. However you naturally flow is how you're supposed to flow. Some girls naturally start shaking ass. Perfect, you're a natural ass shaker. Some girls kind of dance differently, whatever. Some girls dance mostly with their hands. Some girls dance with their shoulders. Some girls dance with their feet. Whatever you feel called to do, that's how you're supposed to dance, okay? The sexiest part of dancing, and what makes dancing so sexy and so like elusive and beautiful, and like that girl you see in the middle of the dance floor that everybody's staring at because she's just being herself, and she's so sexy because she's being herself, because she's dancing how she feels called to dance, because she's freely moving her body in what feels good to her. That's what makes dancing sexy. Not how fast can you twerk that shit. I mean, that's sexy too, but how do you feel comfortable moving your body, what feels natural, and what feels like the most expressive to your individuality and your personality. Okay. Just ended a 2-year-old friends with benefit situation with my dealer. Can I still buy from him? Oh girl, no, unless you want to get laced. Like, I would be so paranoid. I'm not even kidding. Now listen, I've been in many a situationships with a dealer in my life. Okay, I've actually dated quite a few. And the thing is, it's fantastic when you're there. You're like, free weed, free everything I want. Oh my goodness, he has stacks of cash. Can I have some of those? Can I get a bag? Like, hell yeah, so fun. When you're younger, please, not when you're older. I'm begging you. It's just not good for you. But as soon as that relationship's cut off, like a bad business deal, you can't go back. You can't go back. It's not safe, babe. It's not safe there. It isn't. I know. Not directly after. Give it some time. Step away. Go to the dispo, wherever it is. contact your friend's dealer instead, pay that premium price. Oh fuck, I gotta start paying again. Okay, it's better than like having some shitty weed or being around a shitty man or putting yourself in a shitty situation. No drug is ever worth your goddamn life or sanity, honestly, genuinely. But no, you got to step away for a bit. I know, I'm so sorry. Ultimately, you will be better for it, especially if you're in a situationship, a self-harm ship with a drug dealer. Like, babe, who knows what else he's giving you other than that weed? Please, for the love of God, maybe go get tested. And that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with him for sure. But the thing with dealers, I've realized, is they're very straightforward. They will tell you if they want you. They'll make that very clear. And most of the time they make that very clear when you're like, I'm just trying to leave. Like, please, I don't want to fall in love with you. I'm good. I know I'm the most beautiful person that's ever stepped foot in your dirty, dusty house. But like, I'm sitting on your cracked ass leather couch and it's eating away at my butt cheeks and I have to go. I cannot be here. Like, it's not good for me spiritually. Like, I gotta go. No, I don't want anything to do with you. Usually they're very straightforward. So if this drug dealer was not straightforward with you, yeah, I fear, might be doing that to a lot of women. And that is not something you need to be caught up in. That sounds like a spider's web, a spider's den. And girl, you are a beautiful, beautiful butterfly that needs to fly freely away and not get her insides liquidized and eaten and sucked out of her. Sounds fun in theory, especially when you're high as shit. Not fun in reality, okay? Yeah, you lost one. Good news. There's many others. Many others. How do I quantum leap into my best creative self? I love you, my most listened to pod. Love you. Thank you for listening. Oh my goodness. So for me personally, I'm a very creative individual, but I get in my head. So I understand you're probably in that point of time too, where you're like, I'm just way too in my head. The thing is, with creativity, it's a balance of head and body. You have to have your head for the creative ideas and for the planning and output, but you have to have your body for the actual creative ability. So if you're way too in your head, you're not in your body, thus you're not creating. You have all these ideas, all these plans, you're overthinking things, but you're not creating. The act of creating and to like actually use your body in creation, whether it's drawing, knitting, painting, whatever. But it could be talking, it could be doing a podcast like this, it could be YouTube videos, it could be editing, video creation, music creation. I don't care what it is. If you are simply not doing output, you're not using your body, and your body is a big part of the creative process. It's like working out a muscle. The first time you work out, you're like, ooh, it's a little odd, I'm a little sore, but let's keep it up, let's try it again, let's do this, let's try this. And I'm starting to learn that through painting, that it's like most of the creative output has nothing to do with your thinking and everything to do with your body and just moving and doing it and creating and getting it done. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be good, doesn't have to be everything you envisioned in your head. Usually it's not. So get over that hump immediately. You're not going to sit down and make a masterpiece, but 100 times in, you're going to make a masterpiece. So bitch, just start doing it. Start doing it. Before I started painting, I was like, actually, maybe I should sketch it out in my sketchbook, or I should do a little picture collage. It has to be perfect. The environment has to be great. I have to have the perfect amount of energy. I have to this, I have to that. Get rid of the rules. There's no rules to creating. It's just doing. That's simply the only rule to creating. You want to quantum leap into your highest, best creative self. Start doing it. And you're like, well, that's easier than I thought. Yeah, it is. It is. And I sound aggressive because it's like I'm actually talking to myself here, where I've spent it pisses me off so much. I'm like, I spent 2 years thinking about all this things I want to do and this and that, but it's not good enough. I can't sit down and do it. Bitch, do you know how much art I could have created in 2 years? You know how much painting I could have done in 2 years? But I was too much of a baby to actually sit down and do the fucking painting. Like, thank God I finally picked it up again. I'm not going to like shame myself into not doing it. But also it's like, damn, I wasted so much time living in my head when I could have just been in my body. Feel it, and being in your body is going to feel way better than being in your head ever could. So I challenge you, if you're a creative individual and it's wintertime and you find yourself like me where it's like, oh my God, my favorite thing, I haven't done it in a long time. I challenge you to do it this week. Yes, you. I guarantee you probably have the supplies around you. Who cares if they're not good enough? Just sit down and do it and try. you would be surprised what you're able to create, what you're able to come up with, and how good it will feel. Guess what? I've just quantum leaped you into your best creative self in a week. Okay, because you're going to get the itch, you're going to get the bug, and you're going to start creating. Because once you start, it's really hard to stop. It is, especially if you haven't done it for a long time. Because now, every day I look forward to like my 1 hour of painting time. I don't care if it's not finished. I don't care if I'm not able to pump something out in seconds. I'm just having fun putting the fucking paintbrush to the goddamn canvas. I hooked up with this guy and he sucked my toes. Is that a red flag on the first link? No, I love that he was in his freak vibe. I love that he was comfortable with you, enough with you to suck your toes on the first link. Now, I hope you were comfortable with it. Personally, I love my toes getting sucked. I do. It's like, yeah, you should want to put every part of me in your mouth. Like, honestly, genuinely. It's like the worshiping of it all. You know, that's what I'm really into personally. So no, I don't think it's a red flag. Unless the only reason I'd be like, this is a red flag is if he was like, if you were like, I don't like that, let me pull my foot out of his mouth, and he was like, no, I really need to suck on those toes, give it back. It's like, it's a little odd. That's a little odd. Don't like that. It's giving, I just need your toes, and I need you to need my whole body and my toes, you know? But no, it sounds like he's a freaked out kind of person, and you might be able to have some real good freaked out times. Now, if you're a vanilla person, here's the thing. I talked about this on my the Patreon episode last week. Once again, if I've never answered your question, come join the Patreon. I answer every single one of your guys' questions every single week. Every single one. Yes, I'm not even kidding. I think the last episode was like 2 hours. So someone said, they were like, I'm freaked out. My partner's not so much freaked out, and I've tried to get him into some stuff, and he's just like not super into it. And it's like, that's just how it is sometimes. Like, I understand, and I get on here and I'm like, freak, yeah, you know, like, but not everybody is like that. And if you are a vanilla individual, I think that is a-okay. If you're like, no, please don't put my toes in your mouth. Please, only missionary. Don't even make eye contact with me. I don't even like making out. Like, whatever you enjoy, that is valid. As long as it's two consenting individuals and it's healthy for both of you guys. Like, okay, like, obviously there's some stipulations there, but if you are a vanilla individual and you're like, I just like it chill, like, I'm not a freaked out girl, I just want to feel loved, and I want it to be chill and calm in the bedroom, I respect that. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to go and be a circus performer in the bedroom to get off. Like, congratulations. That's great. That's amazing. But also, it's like, stick to that, know what you like, and be okay with that. Accept yourself fully. It's okay to not like things or to like things. Either way you want to go, we are who we are, and we should be celebrated nonetheless. So unless you were like, ooh, that's too much for me, then maybe it's a red flag. But if you are also like, I can match this freak, then green flag for sure. How to lock in December. Let me give you a motivational speech real quick. There is no choice but to lock in. If we let our life pass us by, we are going to be sitting on our deathbeds going, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. And that's my biggest fear. You want to talk biggest fears real quick? My biggest fear is being on my deathbed and going, damn, I didn't take advantage of that. Or I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have been brave enough to say yes, to say no, to go after what I want. Oh my God, that is so scary. Because I talk to my grandma sometimes and she's like, free yourself, never become a housewife, go to college. I wish I would have done pottery. I wish I would have been like I wish I would have just done art and gone to galleries. And it's like, oh my God, I love you, Grandma, and I'm so sorry you got caught up in society, but like, I can't be you. I need to be free. I need to be free. I need to be who I am. And I don't want to be on my deathbed going, oh, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have gone to school. I wish I would have created that art. I wish I would have cooked for myself. I wish I would have broken up with that person. I wish I would have traveled to that place. I wish I would have moved to that place. Literally, whatever it is. Like, that's so scary to me. And I realized that fear is more important than the fear of doing it. Okay, that's a long-term fear. The fear of doing it, very short-term. Once you do it, you get over it and you realize, oh, wow, now I'm stronger, more confident in myself. But the fear of living a life that you regret should scare you more than the fear of doing something new. So get the fuck up, okay? And get to work on whatever makes you happy, joyful, confident in yourself. Like I said, the easy decision is not always the best one, okay? Yeah, it was hard as fuck to be like, yeah, I'm going to go to yoga. I haven't been to yoga in forever. It's a new place. There's a lot of new things going on. I have a lot of fear in my head. I have a lot of self-doubt in my head. I'm overthinking it, whatever it is. You're like, going to yoga is really causing all of those emotions in you. Yes, I'm crazy, okay? And I live in my head too much, but I can't keep living in there and living an unlived life. I need to live my life fully to the most so I'm not 80 on my deathbed going, I wish I woulda. That's literally biggest nightmare ever. So get up and go do the thing. Do it scared, do it happy, do it tired, do it terrified. You're going to come out of it feeling so much better than if you didn't. And that's just the truth. That's the truth from me doing this for 1 week. Imagine how insufferable I'm going to be in a year, you know? And you can wait. You can wait till the timing's right. You can be like, well, I'm going to wait till the new year. Well, then guess what? Something's going to come up. Well, now I'm going to wait till Valentine's Day. Guess what? Something comes up. Well, it's still cold. I'm going to wait till spring. Okay, well, something comes up. Well, I'm going to wait till, summer. I don't have so much motivation in summer. Oh, something came up. Oh, but the fall's the perfect time when it's chill outside. Oh, something came up. Now it's a whole year away. You can't keep waiting for your life to live itself. You need to start living now. It really is that way. And I realized, like, looking back, because I stopped looking back on this year and I started looking back now that I'm getting a little bit older on the past couple years, okay? And I realized my life is good, yes, but I've been living the same way I've been living for years and I haven't switched it up or I haven't tried new things out of fear, and that is terrifying. Ultimately, that's more terrifying than the fear I feel of doing things. I haven't picked up a paintbrush in 2 years. That breaks my heart. Honestly, as a creative, it breaks my heart because I should be picking it up every day for my own mental health, for my own sanity, and I haven't. Because of what? Because of fear. Oh my God, that's so lame and so boring of me, you know? I also think thinking of it in that broad spectrum really minimizes the fear you feel now of doing simple things or doing that hard choice or putting yourself first, whatever it may be, where it's like, oh my God, that long-term fear where it's like this moment in time is so small makes that fear you feel now so minimal and so like non-necessary, you know? Where it's like, oh, I'm scared of doing yoga. Girl, get it together. Like, get in there, get over it. Just go do it. You're going to feel good coming out of it, you know? Oh, you're scared to go take a pottery class? Girl, like, there are bigger things to be afraid of. Like, I've kind of been like an agoraphobe for a while where it's like, I just like inside and being alone. And it's like, that's great. That's fantastic. But that can't be your whole life because you're going to be on your deathbed going, damn, I wish I woulda. And that motivates me a lot. To not feel that motivates me more than anything else because I owe it to her. I owe it to 80, 90, 100-year-old Hannah, however many years I am lucky to live. I owe it to her to live every day to the fullest extent that I can in that moment. Truly. Okay? I owe it to myself to go after my dreams, to do that hard thing, to challenge myself, to be creative when I don't want to be creative, to put myself out there when I don't want to put myself out there, to open my heart up maybe when I'm a little bit fearful, to communicate my feelings. I owe it to myself because no one else is going to do that for me. No one else is gonna. I know it's scary. There's a lot of pressure, but also it's like, damn, it really is on me. Pressure released. Like, I know me. I know I'm strong. I know I'm confident. I know I can do these things. It's just getting over that initial hump of fear and realizing, wow, life can be easy when I just decide to challenge myself a little bit. So no more waiting because you're going to keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and then years are going to pass you by. The day is now. It's time to lock in, babes. Biggest lesson you've learned this year? I mean, I feel like the last conversation was a great kind of recap of just like, you can't wait for your life, you must live it. But also I think the biggest lesson I've learned this year is there really is only you. And I don't mean to like scare you in any sort of way, but it's like everything you want and everything you desire that feels so far away, you can achieve if you give in to yourself. and you give into your desires. If you have a very clear picture of what you want, you can get there by making some hard decisions, betting on yourself, taking a chance, living your life for yourself, going after what you desire, getting into your life instead of your head, just staying on task, staying on goal, and keeping that image sharp in your head. It can happen, but you can't wait around. It's not going to come to you. You must make active decisions and active moves in your life to have that happen. Okay. I feel like, you can't wait around for your life to happen. You know what? That is the biggest lesson I've learned so far. Because like I said, I've spent quite a few years of my mid-20s just inside, like, any day now, any day, it's literally going to drop on my doorstep, like quite literally from a drone. All my dreams, all my desires, it's just like boom, bam, going to happen. It's just what it is. Like, I know it's going to happen that way. And it hasn't. And it hasn't. Literally, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's not how that works. No, that's not how that works, babe. Okay. And no one's going to bring it to you. No one's going to drop it off on your doorstep, but you can get there. You can get there. It is a possibility. You have to start working towards it. And that means persevering through fear, taking chances, making that hard decision, putting yourself first, listening to your intuition, okay, and going after it, not letting your head get in the way of, what you actually need and desire. We can't wait around for our lives to join us when actually our life is waiting around for us to join it. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and it's been a hard lesson. I think that's kind of like your mid-20s lesson. Early 20s is I'm going to do everything and feel like I'm not good enough. Mid-20s is, okay, I'm stable, but it's kind of boring and I'm not really doing anything. Like, I'm doing stuff, but not doing stuff. And then I'm kind of about to turn 27 in June. Okay, like 6 months. I got time. I'm still 26, but I'm about to turn 27, and that'll be my late 20s, beginning of my late 20s. And it's like, oh, I'm back to kind of that early 20s mindset of I need to do everything and just live without fear and try and put myself out there and make mistakes again. It's so funny how you kind of come back around to that lesson and have to relearn it. But I'm lucky enough now in my late 20s, where in the early 20s I was very mentally unstable having to learn those lessons, which felt so chaotic. But now my brain is formed. I've gone through the stability period of my mid-20s where I do have good coping mechanisms. I do have a safe space to live. I feel comfortable in myself where I'm able to actually fully learn those lessons because I have that stability to stand behind it. And I'm very thankful to be in this place. And I'm very not excited because I'm a little scared, but like I'm excited to learn these lessons and know that it's going to power me forward into a place that is just going to be so incredibly beautiful and wonderful and everything I've ever dreamed of. And I'm going to use that as my motivation rather than letting fear hold me back, because there's no more time. Babe, the clock's ticking. The clock's ticking. Oh my goodness. Literally. But every day is a new opportunity to wake up and do everything you've ever dreamed of. Honestly, I literally woke up and I was like, girl, fuck it. Get that fucking paintbrush out. Make your hot tea. Okay, go to yoga. Do what you need to do. And guess what? It's been so nice. It's been so nice. I'm like, oh my God, I'm journaling every day. What the hell? It really is like, oh my God, on a random Wednesday, I can do everything I've ever wanted to do. On a random Tuesday, I can do everything I've ever wanted to do. And I just think that's so beautiful. Every day is a new opportunity, a new blessing. Wow. Thank God. Thank God. But with that being said, hopefully I could give you guys a little laugh, a little break from life, a little motivation to live life. Either way, I'm so thankful to have you guys here. All of your messages about Spotify Wrapped make my heart so happy. I woke up, I was having I think it was a Tuesday, and I was like, oh my goodness, this just brightened my day so much. I could not thank you guys more for listening. You guys bring me so much joy and peace and light and love to my life that I've never experienced before. And it is a pleasure, a blessing to get up here every single week, to hold this rhinestone pink microphone in my hand and to just hang out with you guys. It's genuinely so incredibly nice. And I thank the universe and the internet for being around and for putting me in this position, because it's so much fun. If I'm sick, if I'm sad, if I'm depressed, if I'm like, I can't get out of bed, it doesn't matter. I'm up, I'm doing this because it brings me genuinely so much joy. And I just hope I can give you guys even a little bit of what I feel from you guys back to you, you know? So if I could brighten your day, I'm doing my job and I'm happy to do it. If you want to see more from me, join the Patreon, patreon.com/smokeseshshoddy. New episode will be out Thursday. I just uploaded a pho recipe on my Instagram. Go make yourself some pho. If you want someone to fall in love with you, make them some pho. It was so easy. And then I just get to eat it all week. Wow. Like, love it. Life is good. I love a meal I can eat over and over and over again. And yeah, with that being said, stay sane, stay sexy, and I'll see you all so soon. Mwah!